In another video, we talked about cursed dolls that are real and exist. You can check that out after this one. This story comes from a Reddit user. It was a hot summer evening. My mom and I were walking home from the grocery store. We had just moved into a new apartment, and I had a lot of free time since school was out for the summer. As we rounded the corner to our building, I saw a doll lying on the sidewalk in front of the apartment next door. It looked like one of those old Raggedy Ann dolls with yarn hair. I didn't want to scare my mom, so I kept walking. When we got home, I couldn't stop thinking about that doll. I asked my mom if I could go back and get it, and she said yes. When I went outside, the doll was gone. I looked around but didn't see anyone. I was about to give up when I noticed the bush I had seen the doll in was slightly moving. I pushed the bush, and there was the doll. I picked it up and brought it home. I named her Jenny. Over the next few days, I started hearing whispers coming from Jenny. At first, I thought it was my imagination. But then I started hearing things like, you should hurt people, and it would be fun to make people suffer. At first, these whispers were subtle, but they grew louder and more frequent. They only whispered at night, and when I tried to tell my mom what I was hearing, all that came out was gibberish. She just thought I was having vivid dreams and making up the voices. I was starting to feel really bad because Jenny seemed to be influencing me to do bad things. Like I started taking out my frustrations on other kids at school. I would shove them, push them down, and laugh when they fell. I even threw rocks at a smaller kid and called him names. I felt awful after doing those things, but Jenny would always whisper, "You'll get M next time." Well, that felt good, didn't it? Whenever I tried to throw her away, she'd come back to me somehow. One time I left her in the back of the schoolyard and went inside to get her. She was sitting on my desk when I came back. Another time I buried her in the backyard. But the next day, my dog dug her up and brought her inside. My mom started to notice how I was acting. She knew something was wrong, but she couldn't figure out what it was. One night I woke up to the sound of my mom screaming. I ran into her room and she was standing by the window with Jenny in her hands. "Why are you whispering to her?" "Stop it!" she yelled at the doll. Then she threw Jenny out the window. I ran to the window and saw Jenny floating down. The wind had picked her up and was carrying her away. My mom immediately called the police and told them a woman was trying to steal their daughter. They searched everywhere for me, but they didn't find me. I knew what I had to do. I took a deep breath and jumped out the window. The ground was hard, and when I tried to stand up, my legs buckled. That's when I saw Jenny. She was kneeling next to me and she said, "I knew you'd come back to me. Now let's go home." I reached out and grabbed her hand and she whispered in my ear, "Almost there, almost home." Then everything went black. Was the mother right to call the cops on the doll? Or was she wrong to take the doll away from the boy? Let me know in the comments. If you want to hear more scary stories, stay tuned. Also hit the like button because it really helps the channel. And remember, don't play with cursed toys because they might just come to life.